welcome everyone. If you are just joining or clicking this video, you are very welcome. This is a live stream, alright? So we are going to be getting started shortly. We are going to be getting started shortly. So about everything we are going to be going through in this live stream, everything that we are going to be, working on in this live stream. So what I want you to know that this live stream we are going to be talking about a lot of questions that people don't want to ask, all right, but they know that they really need answers to them. They don't want to ask, but they really need answers to them. And one of them is the one you saw on the title or the thumbnail, right? So why do I feel empty, right? And so many people, they have a lot of things, like, in fact, you know you might be young and say, okay, I want to have a car, I want to have, build my mom a house. And to you, you may feel if you are able to just achieve this, like, this will make you like have that sense of fulfillment. But it's actually not so. In fact, there are statistics of over um more than 30% of billionaires today are still feeling that gap, right, of emptiness, right? If you are someone who follow content creators that talk about finances online or financial growth, if you would say, okay, a person like Jordan Welch right now, I've, I've said this so many times that even when he has attained a lot, right, financially, he has this gap inside of him feeling empty, like he doesn't feel fully fulfilled yet. Right, so I'm gonna be answering this question, why that is, and why, you know um we experience that, and how to come out of it, right? Very, very simply, right? But outside of that, we're still going to be answering other major questions that people fail to ask. All right, so the first one, which I've just said, is like, why do I still feel empty when I have a lot of things around me that should actually make me feel happy? All right, so the second one is, am I really broken without repair? Like, from the things that have happened to me in the past, am I really, really broken without repair? Do I still have hope? Right? So that is the second question we are going to be answering in this live stream. Then the third question, why do I hate myself so much? I know that a lot of people, they are not satisfied with their current self. Alright, some people, they hate themselves. I don't know about you, but at the point in time, I felt this, alright, or to some degree, I would say I still feel this, right? So, why do I really hate myself? So, I'm going to be answering that question in this live stream, so make sure you stay tuned. Another one is, will anyone truly love me when they discover who I really am? This is a mind-blowing question. Like, will they still, like, value me? Because when you get to meet people for the first time, at first impression, they are like, wow, you're a great person. But little did they know the, like, hidden things or characters or traits in you that you just see that if they really discover them, like, it's gone. Like, their trust and everything they've built for you will be totally wiped out. So I'm going to be answering that in this live stream, and how you can overcome that. So the other one is, why can't I just be normal? Like, there are some people who feel they are pretensive, meaning that they feel that they pretend, or, like, for example, they are hypocrites. All right, these are the kind of people that have this inner question inside of them. All right, so I'm going to be answering that question in this live stream also. Okay, then for the last one, is anxiety and depression really my fault? Like, some people are depressed, way depressed. I've been in the situation where I was depressed. Okay, so is it really my fault? Because society makes it seems that if you are depressed, it's actually your fault. There are a lot of things in this world that should make you feel happy. So why being depressed? But we are gonna be answering that later in this live stream. And I also have a juicy gift for everyone that will stay to the end of this live stream. And just a spoiler alert, just buckle up because this live stream may be the longest I've ever done. Alright, so I just do um averagely 20 to 30 minutes long live streams, but today I'm into stretching myself. So if you are just joining this live stream, just give this live stream a like. We are at 97 subscribers, and it will mean a world to me right now if every one of you who are watching this live stream just go ahead and subscribe to this channel to make us get to 100 subscribers. All right, and even more if you would like. So first, just double tap on the screen, give this live stream a like, and then just subscribe. It will be like my only the only gift you can give to me now that I would really appreciate. All right, so let let's thank you so much, and you can drop any message on the chat or where you are joining me from, what country you are joining me from, so we can work together. So um let's move on to the first question. So why do I feel empty when I have a lot? Like when I have a lot of possession, there's something that I want you guys to know. When I was like, let me say 3 years back, right? Okay, 3 years back, I wanted to be a techie, meaning that I wanted to have, those tech gadgets like a laptop, if an Android phone, a cool setup, right? A full setup for myself. So I was working towards it, going from jobs to jobs, like trying to meet ends meet. And um thank God, the point I'm in now, right now, I have a full setup, right? Working for remote jobs and stuff like that. But when I got those things, it didn't give me the actual fulfillment I still needed. So yours may not be my own desire, alright? Your own may be having a car, or just being financially free, like having nothing to do with, okay, working another day, going for a 9 to 5 just to live ends meet. That may be your own like desire. But this is what I want to let you know. Anything that comes outside, externally, right, into your life, right, it is not, how will I say it now? It doesn't give any impact to your soul. Alright. So happiness is just from things that are external. But when you say joy, joy comes from the soul. I don't know if you understand me. So you are feeling empty because probably you've neglected your soul way too long. Alright. When the body receives something like the flesh, or it receives like an answer to a desire that it has been wanting, it feels happy. But when your soul receives an answer to the desire that it has been wanting, like a positive answer, bro, that is joy right there. Like there is more than enough joy. So why am I saying this? Probably you've been seeking the wrong thing to give you happiness or joy. I'm just telling you, what you really need to do is to actually know yourself. That is where the void of emptiness, is being cleared away. So here's what I did. Early this year, January, I clocked 18. Alright. The day I clocked 18, I didn't throw any party. In fact, I disappeared. Like people were calling me, asking about me. My phone was totally switched off. Alright. People couldn't reach me. And here's why I did that. I knew that clocking the year 18, the world sees you as mature, like an adult, right? And if I don't know myself for myself, I will allow other people define who I am. All right. And if I allow other people define who I am, I will always get hurt. So what I did, I took out time, I sat down. Throughout the years I've lived that I could remember, the memories I could remember, who am I, like what is the kind of person that I would say I am. And I was brutally honest with myself, right? I didn't fake anything. I didn't try to you know to forge any character at that point. I was just like, if it's bad, it is bad. Let me just accept that this is who I am. So I did the the exercise, and I really discovered the kind of person I am. All right, and then I went on to look for solutions to the weaknesses that the kind of person I am will definitely have. So if it's the kind of person you're a kind of person that actually feels insecure, especially when people start criticizing you, there's a solution to that. You want me to give you that solution? Okay. I will drop it right here and then. If you are a kind of person that feels insecure when you are being criticized, all right, look for every means, first of all, to be so good at what you do. Then second of all, be able to, with style, you know get someone's emotion, right? Spike up someone's emotion. It might be an emotion of anger, at the same time being harmless. I don't know if you get it. So if there is someone that is trying to criticize you, you can spike up his anger by saying something that to other people around seem harmless, but only to him that thing is very painful. Now if you do that, you become harmless because the people around, if you overreact, he knows that there will be consequences, right? So that is just a little, um, solution. If you are someone that feels insecure, make other people feel insecure, especially the extroverted ones, because it's purely introverts that feel insecure when it comes to criticism and stuff like that. If you can do that, bro, that's it. You've actually, that's called self mastery. You are mastering yourself. All right. So this is the reason why, back to what we are saying, people feel empty because they allow outside things, people, define the kind of person that they are, and that should not be you. All right. That should not be you. Money, car, whatsoever doesn't define who you are. All right. Money just amplifies it. It doesn't really define who you are. So before you hit that gold mine, before you become rich, before you end up becoming like people who are rich but they still have that hole in them, make sure you discover yourself. It is the best thing you can ever do, and accept and thank God for who you turned out to be, the kind of person you turned out to be. All right, accept your personality. That's how I'll put it. Accept your personality. Don't shy away from your personality. Yes, the world has a lot of things against introverted people. It is fine. If you are an introvert, be fine with it. Thank God for your personality. If there are weaknesses attached to it, look for ways to strengthen those weaknesses. All right, and just be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. The culture, all right, we always want you to have the most expensive things, feel along or tag along with people, but the geniuses, all right, we have in this world didn't tag along with anybody. The person who created the plane at this time, right, he didn't have anybody that thought of that idea before. And if he would have gone about telling everybody, right, maybe probably on the 10th person that I would have told, that idea would have died. Right. So what he did was that he got to work. The same thing, electricity. We have someone said this thing. He did the same thing. So you do the same thing. If you're an introvert, that should be your option. That should be your option. Right. Just try and make sure you understand yourself, know the kind of person that you are, and look for a way to master that personality. Master it in a way that nobody else has. All right, this will make you become a role model to people who have similar personalities like you. When you've mastered your introversion, all right, naturally introverts will be drawn to you. Yes, that is just it. So knowing your sense of purpose, knowing the kind of person you are, who you really are, it's what amplifies that version of fulfillment in you. Alright? When you first of all understand that nothing in this world defines the kind of person that you are. Alright, so another layer of this, because a lot of people struggle with purpose, like they struggle with knowing what they should actually do with themselves, like what can actually give them fulfillment. So here is a cure I have for it. All right, so immediately after this live stream ends, I'm gonna be dropping um a a pinned comment, or probably on my bio, a test that you can go through, anybody can go through and actually get to know, like, himself personally, the kind of person that you are. All right, so I'm going to be leaving that in the um in my bio very soon. All right, so but before then, after you know the kind of person that you are, it is important that you look for the career traits that suit that personality. So not anybody can start any business. All right, if you are an introvert, probably public speaking may not be good for you. All right, yeah, that's what I said in the beginning of this live stream. Learn to accept your personality. Don't say, okay, because my friend is good at public speaking, okay, let's do public speaking. No, sometimes it may be very your personality, and you just have to let it go. All right, so finding fulfillment in what you do, most times you need to have your finances strong, all right, to continue what you desire or you are passionate about doing. All right, so now purpose, in the simplest thing possible, is finding what the world needs, what you are passionate about, and the market value for that stuff. So the would I say the center of all those things combined should be what you should start pursuing, the career or the business you should start doing. All right, if you're an introvert, probably um coaching should be your field, or mentorship, or freelancing. All right, an introvert may not be good at sales, and that's just it. And if you would need the skill of sales, probably just learn ads, Facebook ads, or marketing. All right, where you don't have to always go to meet people. It's as simple as that. So if you are just joining this live stream, leave a comment on the chat. Just like this video. We're about to hit 100 subscribers. We appreciate it very much if you subscribe to this channel. So maybe probably before the end of this live stream, we'll be able to hit 100 subscribers. All right. So I would really appreciate that. All right. So before I move on to the next question, if you've been following, I want to say a very big thank you. If you have any question, please make sure you drop it on the chat. All right, I'll do it to respond to it. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Moving on to the next question that a lot of people ask inside their mind, but they are not comfortable to, like, ask it out to people, which is, am I really broken beyond repair? Like, is my own finished? Am I cooked? Like, so many people have had this feeling of, I've made so many mistakes, like, I don't know if I can continue. I don't know if the world will accept me. All right, so I want to tell you that your past does not define your future. I know you've heard it and it may sound cliche, but it is true. All right, I don't know if you get. See, let me tell you something. Every movie that you watch, most likely the setting or the plot may have happened sometime in life. What that movie does is to teach you a lesson concerning it. And most of the times, if the movie ends in a high note that gives you joy or happiness, whatever it may be, despite the sad moment in the movie, that is what drives the emotions more. So if you've made more mistakes than anybody in this world and you still manage to succeed, that is what gives the spice, the like the sauciness in your story. Come on, if somebody just comes up and become the richest man in the world without suffering, and even Elon had to go through hell before he was able to attain this height. So if you haven't made any mistake, how? How? I want to tell you that you are not too broken, right? In fact, God is even more drawn to the the most broken people ever, right? Because actually that is God's weakness, and that is what many people don't know. If you are broken, you've made a lot of mistakes. Brokenness is God's weakness, because even the Bible made us understand that a broken and a contrite heart God cannot overlook. So bro, you have a weapon in you, just that probably you don't know about it or you don't know how to use it. If you are broken enough, God can draw way close to you no matter the mistake you've committed. So you are not too broken, all right? You are not too broken. You have a lot. You are purposeful. God has a lot in store for you. So keep pushing. Don't relent. No matter what the world may think about you, all right? Don't relent. So I've been in a situation where I made a very terrible mistake. Yeah, for those of you who know, um being online, posting content, sometimes you get to post stuff that it's not actually supposed to be aired or posted online, all right, and can cause huge trouble. Even in the world globally, I've been in that situation, all right. And at a point I was so depressed and cut. I was like, I can't even believe I did this. When I made the mistake, I didn't even know it was a mistake. I just said, okay, let's just post and keep growing the channel and stuff like that. But once I was like, as I discovered the gravity of the mistake I did, I was like, oh, this is so bad, right? For a while, I wasn't talking to anybody. Why? Because I felt that I've made too many mistakes, and probably people will start coming to look for me, to ask me questions, or I'll just have too many enemies because of this mistake I did. Because it was a post I posted, and the post went so viral, and it started causing confusion. So I had to like retreat for a moment and pause. But after then, I got back on my feet again. I took down the video and I continued my channel, and now the channel is doing pretty good. So why am I saying this? Even if you make the most terrible mistake you could ever imagine, doesn't mean that you cannot bounce back, right? So, and for those of us that maybe have made a mistake and are trying to bounce back, but people are not just getting on, they are just like, bro, we already know you made a mistake last time. We don't think that you can amount to anything again. Let me tell you something. If you take time to study, all right, not just bouncing back, like just normal bouncing back after making a mistake. Take time to study everybody, and take them on our way and move to the top with speed, like in in a speed that they won't notice. Bro, you can regain that lost trust, you can regain that lost vibe. Yes, this is a secret I'm telling you. So all you have to do, I know that it may not be easy to some of us. Our reputation, we've lost our reputation in some areas, all right? So getting it back is very hard. But if you must get it back, you have to do double of the work you did previously. That is what you should. To get your reputation back, you have to do double of the work. Alright? So this is what I have to tell you. You are not too broken. You can start up again, you can get on your feet again and keep pushing. Alright? That is just it. Alright, so now we are moving to the next question. I'm moving to the next question right here. Most people ask this question inside of them, and that is, why do I hate myself so much? Why do I hate myself so much? A lot of people hate themselves, and it's a good thing. I think I do too. I do. I hate myself, not that much, but yeah, to some degree, yes. I hate myself for not doing the things I'm supposed to do, and it is a good feeling. But when it becomes too much, it can lead to depression. Okay, it can lead to you being depressed and just like giving up and saying it's over. Like, I can't do it anymore. I can't do this anymore. Like, why do I keep repeating stuffs I don't want to repeat? Why do I keep doing things? And this may tend to happen in the area of habits, you know, um, things that you don't want to do, but you still find yourself doing. So here is my own remedy for that. For most of us, we really don't understand what love is. We came from homes where our parents didn't actually show us what true love really is. We don't understand what it means to be loved. So we can't even love ourselves, not to talk about loving another person, right? So by default, you just feel like, bro, this is it. I don't just like the way I behave. The first thing is to start taking action to change, you know, anything that makes you hate yourself. Start taking action as little as possible. So here's what I do. First of all, is to, of course, keep reminding yourself. It might be with the word of God, it might be through like setting an alarm that has your voice telling yourself, like preventing yourself not to do it, meaning like you can record a voiceover of you talking to yourself about that certain action to not repeat it, so that you don't end up hating yourself anymore. All right, so it's a simple hack. Or you read books on that, on whatever habits or character. Read a book on it, that character or what you do that you don't like, that makes you hate yourself. Read a book on it. Or another way out, meet a mentor, someone that can, you can talk to about it, and it can actually give you a good reasonable way to come out of it. Right? So it's actually raining in this place right now, so if you're hearing those background sounds, yeah, forgive me. And I don't know how intensive this might be, but hopefully I'm able to continue this live stream. All right, so just ensure that you take the slightest action possible. Right? So yes, try and love yourself, because at the end of the day, all you got is yourself. If you lose yourself, you've lost pretty much everything. You've lost everything. All right, nothing external can give you yourself back. So hold yourself very tight. Show love to yourself. Sometimes you can take yourself out. It doesn't have to be a form of reward, um motivational speakers or whatever, self-improvement tips will tell you, okay, when you achieve a task, all right, you can now buy something for yourself to appreciate yourself and follow yourself to do more. No, sometimes you may not even have achieved anything, like you may just have not done anything that day, like anything meaningful. Take yourself out, like just enjoy. When you are doing that, you are sowing seeds into yourself. You are reassuring yourself that, bro, you are the best you've ever got. All right, so that will really help and go a long way. So stop the self-hate. All right, stop the self-hate. All right, if God loves you, who are you to hate yourself? All right, so that's pretty much it. So I want to appreciate everyone that have been in this live stream and they are still with me right now. Supporting a creator like me goes a long way. Goes a long way for me. So I want to say thank you to everyone. All right, so we'll be moving on to the next question. Will anyone truly love me if they discover who I really am? This is a very powerful question. Like, as I was saying earlier in this live stream concerning this question, a lot of people have these questions in their mind, all right, including me. So some of us are not perfect, all right. So some of us, we have flaws, we have characters that we are still pretty much working on, and we've not actually tamed them. Like and they are like, oh, praising us, and like they're just being happy about us, the kind of friend that we are. This people didn't know that there's a world side of us that if they see all these praises will just vanish into thin air. Like you just be like, bro, you're actually the worst person I've ever seen in life. Like like yes, it is true. Alright. But sadly in our world today, people don't get to love you just because of who you are. That is the truth. People don't get to just love you because of who you are, right? They want to see your polished self, your refined self, your excellent self. Except your parents, if you have good parents, alright? Because they were the one who gave birth to you, they were there for you in times of needs, when you were nothing, they were there to, still be there for you, alright, except your parents. But if you're talking about someone who is not related to you, who has not been a family friend right from when you were young, in the world today, everybody is being carried away with, fashion, luxury, and so that's what they are easily drawn to. If you would even say value, so if you don't have any of those things, nobody gives anything about you. So that might make you feel alone. So here's what you will do. The truth is this, alright? The truth is this. You don't have to be vulnerable in front of everybody. You don't have to be vulnerable in front of everybody. There are specific kind of people you have to be vulnerable for. And let me tell you, even the great people we see in our today's world, alright? The great people we see in our today's world is actually raining right now. Let me show that. Right? So if you can see, it's actually raining, and so um yeah, there will be background noise, but anyways, let me continue. The greatest people that we actually appreciate in our today's world still have flaws, sometimes stinking and terrible flaws that you yourself may not be even willing to accept. But you know what? They are good at hiding those flaws. Very, very good. Like sincerely, they are very good at hiding those flaws. And why? Because they don't want to lose their personal brand, their reputation, whatsoever. And I'm not going to be the person that will tell you to be good at hiding your flaws, right? At some point, you should let people know that you are a human, but not in front of everyone, because some people will use that against you. Some people will use that as a yardstick to, to, um, not value your personality anymore. So, yes, to some people, you don't have to be so close to them unless they will catch up with your characters and your flaws, and they will see you as someone that is an hypocrite. Alright? So, while you maintain a good relationship or a distant relationship with some certain kind of people, have friends that you can trust, right? That you've tested and you can trust. You've tested over time that you can trust with those character flaws, and tell them like to see how they can help you. Having good friends around you every time will help you tame whatsoever flaw you have, whatever character flaws that you can't actually handle yet. It will help you tame it. All right, it will help you, master it. So having good friends is very, 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 very key in like this aspect. So now, if you get too close to them and maybe they discover the kind of person that you are and they leave, totally fine. Allow them to leave. Alright? If there's anybody that cannot build with you, probably they are not supposed to be in your life in the first place. Alright? Because every human being, except being walked by God, has flaws, has mistakes. So you are not a bad person for you to be having flaws, alright? Flaws are just needed to be worked on. Alright? So yes. Um Hopefully that answers that question. Right? You don't open yourself, don't be authentic most of the time to everybody. That's just it. Yes, not everybody you have to be authentic with. Alright, so moving on to the next question. Moving on to the next question. Because um I'm really excited that I was able to write down these things as you were coming to mind. Alright, so the next question that we are going to be looking at is this: why can't I just be normal? Why can't I just be normal? So if you are this kind of person that you feel pretensive or you feel like an hypocrite, alright, everybody has got to that point where they feel like one. I mean, not everybody, but sorry, not everybody, but you know, most of us have, when they felt like I'm just an hypocrite, like I don't do what I say. Why can't I just be like the me? Why do I have to pretend in front of people? Why do I have to always tag along? Alright, the truth is this: tagging along is what the culture expects from you. So if tagging along will make you lose yourself, alright, will make you lose your personality, the kind of person that you are, probably you shouldn't. Alright, probably you shouldn't. Being authentic is very key. It is very, very key. Alright, being authentic. You don't have to pretend in front of anybody. Alright, just be yourself. Be yourself. Probably you are the kind of person that seek approval from other people. It will prevent you from being authentic. So, you know why authenticity draws people? Because there are a lot of people that can resonate with your authenticity, right? You don't have to always be formal. You don't have to always be, you know, world standard and stuff like that. Being authentic draws majority of people to you because they know you are sincere. So try as much as possible. So be sincere. Don't try to form in front of anybody. Alright. So you are the best person you've got. So try to be the best of yourself. The best of yourself. Alright. So I think we are moving on to the last segment of this question of this segment. Right? Is anxiety and depression my fault? That is, I think that's the last question that we'll be answering in this live stream. Is anxiety and depression actually my fault? Well, it isn't. Alright, to some point, it isn't. The way we conceptualize or perceive things actually is what causes depression. Yes, is what causes depression. So if you are depressed, the first thing, alright, take a shower. Yes, take a shower, go out, make new friends, mingle with people. Alright, once you start to do that, that depression vanishes. Yes, when you come back and you are alone, you feel that depression come back. That is the reason why depression has more strength, alright, when you are alone than when you are with people. So try as much as possible to surround yourself with people that can make you laugh. But sometimes go to you know, comedic parties, like parties that can make you laugh, make you have fun. Alright, so hang out with people. That is the way depression can actually go, like, live. You understand? Another thing, think of the things that you've done, like, that you're proud of, the things that are working in your life. Write them down, place them on the wall, keep looking at it, keep saying at it, keep saying them. You know, this is different from positive affirmations. All right, these are things that you've done, and by the grace of God you've been able to accomplish over the years. Write them down and be proud of them. Depression will go. Yes, depression will go. All right, so just try and make sure you mingle with a lot of people. Depression, anxiety will definitely leave. Stop being alone. Alright, stop being alone. Stop overthinking. Sometimes let the analytics go. Let the logic go. Alright, and just allow yourself to be free. Alright, to give away the thinking. Another thing is engaging in a sport that will make you stop thinking. You cannot tell me that a depressed person that does skydiving, correct? That does skydiving where people get to, like, jump off of an airplane. After doing that exercise, we still be depressed. Never. Like, it's almost impossible, because that sport is crazy. Like, everything just gets off your mind and you just feel free. You see the world in a different perspective. So engage in sports that are similar to skydiving, that can release your mind from overthinking, because that's what majorly causes depression. Overthinking about stuff. Nothing that you are facing in this life, no matter the circumstance, is actually permanent. All right, see yourself in the next 5 years not even remembering this situation, and just let it go. Just let it go. All right, so I want to really appreciate everyone that joined this live stream. Everyone. Um, Otaku Wisdom. I really appreciate you. In Bihi Emmanuel, if I pronounce that well. Thank you so much. Omotosin. Oye. Omotosin. Omotoyosi. Oyeyemi. Boniface. Black Banda. Who's Black Banda? Alright, anyways, I want to thank every one of you that stayed for this live stream. I want to thank you very much. Alright, you made my day. You God bless you. Alright, so I want to be announcing something real quick. We'll be having an AI summit, right, on our AI community anytime from now. Yes, anytime from now. So if you are watching this video or you are joining this live stream, please kindly go to the link in the bio of this YouTube channel and click on it to join our AI community. All right, our AI community. So there are a lot of things you have to learn. You will love to learn, and to join is actually free. All right, it's actually free on Telegram. All right, you learn music production with AI. All right, um, logo designing, graphic designing, video editing, so many other things. How to prompt, like, engineer AI to give you the desired results, like secret AI tools, access to AI tools that are supposed to be paid for, but you can get access to them for totally free without any credit card or whatsoever, without paying. All right, it is in this Telegram group that you can get access to such. So it's on the I think it's the link, first link in my bio in this channel. All right, so do well to join. All right, do well to be a partaker of it. All right, thanks once again for everyone that joined this live stream, and we'll be coming back in few minutes or few hours from now. Let me just get some things done with a more interesting thing to talk about. All right, until then, I'll